Hey team, this is Coach Jake. I'm ready to rock and roll this month with some fantastic advice to help you get the win. One student asked, can you narrow down what has made the most significant difference in your life into one word? One word? One word? Oh man, this is like trying to win the Super Bowl with only one play. Okay. I believe the biggest difference maker for me and for you is choice. Choice is the most liberating freedom we have. We sometimes end up feeling hopeless or trapped because we forget that we possess it. Someone once challenged me with this thought, which helps on the tough days. It gives me the energy to throw my arms and rock my body to one side, then use the backs of my knuckles to pull my pants on 1 inch at a time so I can get out of bed and moving forward. This thought may not work for you like a light switch to jar you out of a rut, but it's one of those ideas that keeps floating around inside your head, subconsciously affecting your decisions. It got my attention like a high stick to the shins when my friend said, "You and me will each get bumped in the game of life. It will be your choice and only your choice, down or up, as to which way that bump will propel you. Your challenge will be to keep a cool enough head when life is happening to you that you will remember who controls what the next move will be. You can't always control what happens to you, or else we would be sitting on the beach in the Bahamas right about now, right? However, you can control the way you react to it. This is the secret to minimizing the effects that life's foul balls have over you. Choice always shifts the power back into your favor. So instead of playing the victim, you can play the victor. Question number 2. My friends and I get picked on every day. What should we do? People who choose to express their hurt or their insecurity or maybe their wish for significance through putting you down, those people are always going to be around. Hey, if I could swoop in and save you and show the intimidator the error of their ways every time, you know I would do that for you. But this is practice for the game of life, which isn't always fair. I want you to hit the weight room and beef yourself up for these attacks. Except the only lifting I want you to do is with your mental muscles. By becoming the most mentally tough you person, it's possible to take away the bully's thunder. You can create a bully-proof vest in 3 steps. Step number 1, realize it's not personal. Sure, they're making fun of you, but more than likely, it's for some other reason than making you feel like dirt. For example, this huge guy that used to steal my textbooks, he shoved me around and pulled every childish prank imaginable, was only doing that to get laughs and look cool in front of his friends. Unfortunately, I was the conduit for many of these laughs, but I had to keep reminding myself, I am a good person, and these guys will someday realize that. Chant it over and over in your mind if that helps. It's not personal. And oh yeah, since high school, these guys have grown up and apologized to me. Step number 2, smother them with a smile. All right, are you ready for some trick plays? In football, the quarterback will say, hut, hut, hike, a bunch of times to taunt the other team into jumping over the line. Other kids are doing the same thing with you, giving you a hard time just to get a response. Well, try being just as nice to them as if they had given you $1 million. It will soon be no fun for them to play a game with someone who refuses to play back. Step number 3, force yourself to look only for the positive things that are happening. Write down one reason or thing that you are grateful for at the end of every class period. Then after a few days, hang that list in your locker. You might surprise yourself with the amount of good things that happen every single day. Question number 3. Why are there school shootings happening all over the country? Hey, come in close. Let's huddle up and put our heads together and try to find some common threads here. Each person was angry, vengeful, emotionally lost, and felt backed up into a corner, so much so that it warped their sense of right and wrong. If mental illness was present, it complicates the issue further. As your coach, let me draw a crystal clear line between the playing field and the out of bounds line. Hurting somebody else, emotionally or physically, is 100% over the line and out of bounds. It does not matter what they have done to you, because causing more pain in return moves nobody forward. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's never acceptable. Here's a thought. Has one of these tragedies ever occurred because people were too nice or encouraging or supporting? The answer, not one. Even if you don't necessarily like what a classmate dresses like, pierces, dyes, listens to, or who they love, doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong. That's a very important distinction. If you want to be loved, show love, and it will come back around every time. That wraps up our coaching session, and I want to thank you for showing up to practice this week, team. I'd be happy to tackle your questions in the future videos, so keep sending them in to the Life Happens-Live It Facebook fan page. Play fair, play hard, and remember, you're all on the same team.